Joe Benson here with another Uncle Joe's Garage exclusive opportunity for you. It's the NHRA Nitro Campout Weekend brought to you by our friends at Mike Thompson RV Superstores. Enter now at thesoundla.com for your chance to camp out all weekend at the Circle K NHRA Winter Nationals, November 9th through the 12th. You can camp in an RV parked right in the finish line just for you. You got bitchin' tickets, free food, and all the heart-pumping, earthquake-shattering NHRA drag racing that you can handle. The Circle K NHRA Winter Nationals at Auto Club Raceway at Pomona. Tell them your Uncle Joe sent you. Here we are inside the Uncle Joe's Garage with support from Mike Thompson RV. First guest of the new year, Lita Ford. Great to have you in here. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I'm the first guest of the new year?
Of the new year.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is the best way to start things out.
Hell yes.
You know, since we're in a garage, the question is always, what was your first car? Oh. And you being a musician, started at a very young age, I don't suppose it was like a Pantera or anything like that.
No, my mother and father wouldn't let me have it. I was a kid, I was 16 and I wanted a car, right? So I had my eyes fixed on this Corvette. And they said, you are not getting a Corvette. You're not getting it. I was 16, I was like, can you imagine? I would have killed myself in a week.
Yes, you would have. Then I wouldn't be here with you.
No.
That wouldn't be good at all. Well, good to have parents that put the pedal down on that.
But my mother's sister had a sister who wanted to get rid of her car, and it was a Monte Carlo.
Oh, good Lord. That's bigger than this garage.
But it's got a big engine. Do you know the size of the engine in those things?
It was 350 or
oh, it's 40 something,
so, yeah.
403 or something.
Big back big back.
It hauled ass. It was so.
I was going to say you get a lot of equipment in the back seat. That's what I was meaning.
Marshalls.
To say. Yeah.
I could put all my Marshalls back there.
I love that. You're in town. You're probably aware of this, but you're being honored at the She Rocks Awards that's coming up during the NAMM thing. We'll get into that a little bit more detail, but you've been playing a lot and you've survived a lot as well. The first time we met was the Runaways were touring, it must have been Sheboygan, Wisconsin. I was in Milwaukee and we did a promotion on it, and we went up and it was a big barn that they did square dancing and stuff in. And I walked in there and they were chaining the doors shut so people couldn't get in or out. And I walked in and they said, where's the band? I want to say hi to them. And the guy looked at me and says, they're right there. And opened up the door and you guys were in there and you were like, I felt so bad, you were like scared little bunnies in there. I mean, really cute. And everybody just looked nervous as hell.
Was this Lita Ford or was it the Runaways?
The Runaways. Yeah, and I went, oh, hi guys, see you in a little bit. Walked out and I said to the owner of the place, the guy who was promoting, I said, they're chaining the doors. That's not good. That's not safe. Okay. He walked away. Two big guys came over and kicked me out. So that was my first experience meeting you.
Well, thank you for thinking about us.
Oh, well, now...
You're right. They shouldn't have changed the doors.
At a later age, I have thought of many other things I could have done to run across, but I saw you briefly, so...
Yeah, but you need the buzzer first.
Yeah. You got this thing about buzzing, don't you?
Just,
you know.
There's a lot of hairy things around here. I've noticed since before we started rolling.
Is that what that was? Okay. This is this honor that you have coming up here. The NAMM convention, that's the National Association of Music Merchandisers, I believe is what NAMM stands for. Every year it's huge. There's 1 billion people in Anaheim at the convention center.
Always.
And one of the things that happens at the Anaheim Hilton on Friday, January 20th, I'm telling you this because you can get tickets at this moment. It might be sold out by the time you finally get there. But Friday the 20th, Anaheim Hilton, there's the She Rocks Awards, and this is the 5th year or something like that. And you are being honored for being a musician who's gone through many things. There's a whole bunch of things you're being honored for. This is pretty cool stuff. When did you get word of this?
Yeah, about a month ago.
Ah?
About a month ago, I got word of it, and I was just freaked out. I was like, what? Me? Really? I mean, I've done a lot in my career, starting from the Runaways days in 1976. I was the lead guitarist in the Runaways.
Yep.
And since then, the Runaways were not accepted in the rock world because we were females.
Yep.
Now, here we have the She Rocks Awards. We've come milestones. It's awesome.
Shirley Manson is another one of the people being honored. That's some pretty heavy territory. You're covering down
Yeah,
there. Will you be performing at this as well?
of course.
Okay, of course.
You bet.
Cool. Is it a Lita Ford band officially operating
No.
right now? Just you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just me and a bunch of chicks.
Oh,
I'm not going to say who, but
well, there will be a buzz cut. No, wait, that was it.
I'll bring the buzzers just in case.
Just
you
in
never
case.
know. Someone might need a mohawk before we go on.
How often are you doing live gigs these days?
Well, this year we've done about 100 shows.
Wow.
So we played a lot this year, and we've got one coming up this weekend.
How often do you pick up? Do you pick up the guitar every day? Do you play guitar every day?
No, I don't pick it up every day, but I've got different guitars around my house as opposed to what I play live. Like I have acoustics that are tuned differently, and they're just weird. So it wasn't.
So it's a challenge then to adapt whatever you were playing.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. I've got a guitar that's been tuned differently, but I think that was an accident. I don't think it was on purpose like that. Want to thank you so much for stopping by.
My pleasure.
And when you're back in town and you're doing a gig, let us know and we can set up the garage. There's
Okay.
a mobile version of it, okay?
We'll tear it apart.
Okay, and have fun.
I'll bring the buzzers.
You heard it. You know what's going to happen. NAMM show, Friday, January 20th, Anaheim Hilton that evening. Lita Ford, one of the people being honored at the 2017 She Rocks Awards. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Hey, here we are inside your Uncle Joe's garage, and I know you haven't been inside the garage yet, but I got some great news for you. We've created a mobile version of the Uncle Joe's garage thanks to our friends at Mike Thompson RV Superstores. Like they say, don't miss a moment. And don't miss the mobile Uncle Joe's garage when it comes to a location near you. I'll be looking for you.